Hey everybody, Jason Shatterkey with Premier Guitar. We're at the Fender booth with Justin Meldal-Johnsen.
Yes, sir.
And we were just tapping away, which I know you do a lot of, I'm sure.
So much tapping.
So much tapping.
Yeah.
Away on your new JMJ road-worn Mustang bass here.
Totally. Yeah.
Which looks great. I mean,
Thanks.
it looks really, really great. So tell us a little bit about how, I imagine you've been playing Fender basses for a while.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit how about this collaboration came along.
Maybe about 10 years ago, I got a Mustang of my own. I had like a less expensive imported one, but then I invested in a vintage one that I really dug.
Yeah.
And right out of the gate, I found what I guess I would call the one. It's sort of a hard thing to describe what that means, but to me, it just felt so natural to play and to hold, and it was just came to me, and this guy I knew in Minneapolis found me the bass, and it was just the right color, and first time I plugged it in, it's just magic for me, and so what happened is, over the years, like I'm known as kind of a chameleon. Like I don't really have a very specific small area stylistically that I inhabit, and so
Other than tapping,
tapping is my forte.
Yeah.
And I'm really good at like doing this thing. Check this out. I'm gonna show you something else.
Okay.
Alternating tapping.
That's.
Do you like that?
Well,
No, not
love
really.
it.
Okay. You love it.
It's a little weak of a word, really.
Okay, good. So my point is,
Yeah.
this bass kept on being in the, when I do sessions or play live, it ended up being the thing that would become more of a go-to.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that because, I had a sort of bias that, it's short scale, it's maybe not going to have as much of a fundamental tone as a bigger, like a P bass or whatever. But what happened was I kept noticing from a perspective of a producer and a player, because I do both, that it was fitting better in mixes, in like the landscape of a mix or like from front of house. I'd always get compliments like, oh yeah, I really heard your bass tone when you played that Mustang. I was like, oh wow, interesting,
Yeah.
Like it had a lot of note to it, a lot of focus. And so because of that, I started playing it more and more. And I had this long relationship with Fender, and we decided that there was a hole in their product lineup that maybe I could help fill by doing a collab based on that bass. And they really liked my bass, and they thought it would be something special to maybe try and replicate. And so we did, and this is, it's so close to my original 66 Daphne Blue. It's extraordinarily close. I mean, we went through many different revisions to get it there, many different, of every aspect, neck shape, color, the resistance of the pickup, how relic the hardware is, the shape of the nut, the tuners, the fret size, everything. And then we arrived at this place that we're like, oh my God, this thing's cool.
Yeah.
This thing is like such a close version of a great 66 Mustang. And it has all the aesthetic aspects of it, but it also has a price that's like half or more, maybe a third of the price of like what a really decent OG 66 costs now. And they, because of offset guitars just going crazy, Mustangs are lumped in with that now, and even a Mustang bass, they're just climbing precipitously right now. So I thought, this is going to be great, and we can price this somewhere at a more reasonable thing, and it's going to be.
I think they just told me it's going to street for around $1,000.
I think that's right.
$9.99.
Yeah.
So your original, does it even have the accurate dings and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you remember where this ding came from?
The arm, I don't know. I mean, that's just arm wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
I say, does it like strike memories to the time you dropped it on a stage somewhere? But I guess you've done it so many times.
Usually here,
yeah.
down here, or at the edge of the headstock. There's millions of times where that goes down.
That's an often overlooked element of relicking is how many dings on the.
Well, that's usually from throwing this into the drum kit. And so like the edges of cymbals are usually there. So if you're pissed at the drummer and you throw this at the drummer and you give him one of those, then you're gonna get some dings from the cymbals. Yeah.
Wow. Cool. So this is gonna be, when this is gonna be available?
October.
October, it'll be available.
Late October, yeah.
$9.99, and pretty soon you pick up one of these, you can tap like Justin.
Someday you can tap like me. You could also slap like me too.
Well,
yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's all you get.
Is there what's the next higher than love? What's the next adjective higher than love on that?
Oh, like godlike status or something.
And we'll call it that. So, all right, Justin, thank you so much for talking to us and playing for us.
Yeah, man.
This is Jason Shadrick with PremierGuitar.com.